Welcome back to Tour Truck Tuesday. It is a beautiful evening here at the Kingdom, Carlsbad, California. I'm back talking about putters in a follow-on to last week's video. Be sure to check that out. Be sure to hit notify and subscribe so you don't miss any information on putters and also all equipment and sometimes golf tips for your game. What am I doing here? What are we looking at? Little recap on last week. I started talking about the benefits of a mallet putter and what it gives you, what high MOI is, moment of inertia, reduction to twist. When you hit these long putts out there, we don't always strike them out the middle. It's another thing to consider as we get to this. We don't always hit putts out the middle. I need you to know your tendencies as a player. I need you to be honest with yourself. If that's something that you think you could benefit from, which is energy transfer and getting the ball past the hole. Now, you don't have to be honest with yourself, but I know that most of us miss short. I know the tour players miss short. I've seen the stats. I've done videos on it. The percentages of missing short from each distance and why it's crucial, hence why a high MOI putter is crucial to help you as a player. But what else do we look at when we're picking a putter? Well, loft, lie and length. I did say I'd get to that. Simple stroke is down here. Eyes over the ball. Let's take a sort of putter that I play with, and I'm going to get into this now. GT face balanced. Eyes over the ball. This is a good length for me. Hands can sit level. Weight on the balls of the feet. Everything looks stacked. If I tend to use a putter that has toe hang, let's take the short slant GT, very popular. This one's longer as well. I tend to get a little bit inside the ball, which is okay. You can be that way, but I know my preferences. When I'm inside the ball, from there, I'm aimed a little open sometimes, and I tend to get inside. And you can see there the stroke, that ball went with pace, which I want to talk about. Yes, it went in, but it came off quickly. And my tendency, which I was trying to do there, is often, because I'm right eye dominant, you've all seen how you test that. If you stand there, I'm going to look at the camera for you guys. Close my left eye, I can still see the camera. Close my right eye, it's gone. Just do that test. It's important which eye dominant you are. I'm right eye dominant, so every time I'm trying to look at the hole, I have to turn a long way. So as a result, this is a left to right putt. Left to right putts for me can be challenging. My miss is often coming up and out of it under pressure. Try and drain one just at the right pace. That again was a good putt, but my miss can be that it goes in the low side. Now check out this graphic. This is from the tour, and you can see there's a cone going to the hole. You can hit the putt at multiple speeds. That's why putting is it's so subjective. You can hit the putt at any speed. I could hit this putt really firm and drain it on a different line to if I hit it soft to if I hit it at the perfect pace. So why am I telling you about eye dominance? Why have I picked a left to right putt or a right to left putt? Because if you come up and out, which I've said my miss is, I've got a T-peg just here, not sure you can see it, but if you come up and out of it, the ball comes off the blade weaker because you strike it lower in the blade. Even in a higher MOI putter, that's going to help me out. So I say I come up and out. The ball starts high of my simple stroke. Did you see that? But it's still finished lower than my target. Meaning, if I hit a putt, and if I start to think about make percentages, am I honest with myself? What putts do I make more of? Well, I make more right to lefters. And I've come to the conclusion with this, and it's something I want you to think about when you go and do your putter fitting. My issue, right eye dominant, I see the right to lefter, I tend not to come up and out of it as much, but if I do, the ball just starts to the right look, falls, the slope takes it, and it catches the hole. So when it comes to a left to right putt, when it comes to the short slant, when it comes to toe hang, it's a good putter to release. So when it comes to your left to right putts, if you're someone who feels comfortable being inside the ball slightly, like I am here, and then simply releasing your putter. That was a good putt. Releasing the blade. Tiger Woods, the best left to right putter there is, uses a toe hang putter, releases it. It's talked about it in depth about how he likes to release the putter. It's the reason he's a great left to right putter. If that's something that sounds appealing to you, then you should consider that. But I would press you when you test your putters, providing you've got yourself stacked, providing your lines are looking good, providing everything looks how you want it, I'd press you to hit left to righters, right to lefters, then make your judgment call. Much like when we test wedges, and I'm going to do a video on wedges next week and practicing. Take all the information, every putt you hit is information, and build up the portfolio of information to let you make the right decision. Now, the final tip here, because I've come to the conclusion as well that I like these face balance putters, and the reason being is that I feel I can stay down on them more. I feel that I don't have to release them, and it's just a rock back, rock through, and stay down on your line. That's how I feel. That's how I feel as a player. Rock back, right through, down on your line. That was a good putt. The next thing I told you, and if you have this fault and you're listening to this going, I do that, and you lift up and you come up and out of it, simply imagine there's something underneath the ball. You can shove a T-peg in there if you want. You can get a Sharpie marker and put it on the green. Pick your apex point. I like this again because it has these beads. That's my apex. Think about hitting straight down. I want to keep the blade square to this. Again, I know I don't like the left to righter, so make everything a straight putt. All I'm trying to do is just give this putt the energy to get to the beads, the energy, and stay down, and you'll get that result. And you want to acknowledge that you've seen the dot on the green, or you've shoved the tee in, or you've put a marker on there. Acknowledge you've seen that before you look up and see that. Again, in theory, if you're good at standing inside, releasing with the GT, with the short slant, releasing, it's going to hug the green on left to righter, and you're going to see a lot of them drop. But if you're like me and your right eye is so dominant, I'm almost blind as a bat out the left, but it's so dominant that you want to come up and see it and you're itching to see the result. Maybe consider this face balanced option that's going to let you hit towards an apex point. That's your focus whilst concentrating the eyes on there. Always having in mind that the distance needs to be foot and a half past for the pace, because the perfect pace, like the cone, gives you the perfect entry point, and then you can start to figure out which one is right for you. Like I say, it's so subjective. Putting, there's a lot. I mean, think about how big that cone is on that image that I've shown you. There's multiple entry points to get success. You need to figure out as a player in step 2 of your buying preference when it comes to getting the right Spider GT hosel for you, the right toe hang, the right length. Think about eye dominance. Where are you at? When it comes to getting all of those things right, it's a big picture to get the right putter, and I would test it all on sloping putts. You have to get out of just hitting putts in the store and thinking that's going to work for you. You have to put yourself in real life situations where it matters and you're trying to make putts. Do that, I guarantee you, you'll get the right option, and we can have multiple putters. This is the other thing as well. We're golfers. Having more than one putter, because of how subjective this is, having the 34 with the super stroke, having that grip on there and having it at a different length, having that plumber's neck, then having the straight back, straight through face balanced option. I love it. It gives you options. Yes, we want to try and keep consistency. Make sure that if it's a technique flaw, which I've figured out how you fix that, of course, you want consistency, but it's fine to have options. Anyone asks you that, your missus starts giving you grief, just tell her, Trotty says, the reason I've got 15 putters, it's It's cool to have options. He's all good with it. And then you can get her to subscribe and follow. That's all I got time for here. You don't need to hear any more. They're shutting this up. The boys are looking. They want the kingdom closed down. I'm going to have to go for today. I might try and squeeze a couple more putts out of this before I do. But until next Tour Trick Tuesday, I hope this helps. Don't rush the putter buying process. Get the right option for you with the right toe hang that matches your preferences on breaking putts. Let's face it, this is a length you want to make, really. It's going to be a difference maker. So work hard on it and get the right amount of feeling and release for you. Can you release left to right as up the hill? Can you get as good? Let's do it. Let's say it as Tiger Woods are doing that. And then, are you going to be where I'm at, where you feel like the right to lefter is your friend? Because even if you push it a bit, but it loses that pace, it's going to take the break and it's going to go in on our cone. Hope it makes sense. Any comments, any questions, smash that like button. It all helps. Get in the comments below. I'll help you out if you've got anything more on this. This is a good one. I love putters. I love talking about them. I love trying to figure this out. And there's nothing better, is there, when you're making them. Thing looks like a bucket. Enjoy. Until next Tour Truck Tuesday, try this, let me know.